Okay, 9:59. There's a small blurb about Zach Morden, son of James and Gwendolyn Morden, and grandson of Elias, inheriting the county company. Okay, James and Gwendolyn Morden. Okay, we got that. Elias trusts me with carrying on his legacy, and that's what I plan to do. Along with 5 pieces, our chocolate maple products are selling incredibly well. We will not be making any changes. Okay. I'm not finding anything. Yikes. Miracle Third. Yes, November Roottree? November Roottree? Nothing. Bonnie. Next President Guy Hudson. Ernie Jr. Caroline. Gwyneth M. Gwendolyn. Who is Gwyneth M again? Gwyneth Madsen? Yeah, actually. Oh, well, this is tough. I think this is the woman at the door, Samantha Roottree, but I don't know. Trisha Christensen. Christensen Steel was a steel company in Butler County. On World War II history page, you find that it contributed to the war effort by creating parts or vehicles. Christensen Steel and Patricia Christensen both are mentioned in a book review for Steamy Correspondence by Tina Angelina. Historical letters with an erotic twist. Nope. Oh. Tina Angelina. That's a porn star name for sure. Ooh. Tina Angelina, steamy correspondence. Book is a historical letter with erotic twitch. Each letter is accompanied by context from the book's author. A letter from the book has been added to your pages. Created by Tina Angelina. 1934, someone who goes by Patch wrote a letter full of innuendo to an unknown gentleman who it is clear she had a romantic history with. Patch is thought by the book's author to have been Patricia Christensen, a daughter of the owner of Christensen Steel. Her nickname was Pat, and CH were the first two letters of her last name. Patricia, who would have been in her mid-20s when the letter was written, was married to an older man of no notable status. The letter was most definitely not to him. There are a few passages after the steamy bits that mention a daughter, leading Tina Angelina to theorize that the letter was written to the father of a child she had hid from society in some way. The letter ends on a mention of a twisted twin that seems to evoke imagery from classic literature. If not for her story, yours and mine would be the most tragic tale ever told. How awful is it that such beauty was ripped from its rightful fate, and worse, sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin? Left an outcast, forced to live a life of labor under a wicked relative, it's like something from the start of a children's fable. She deserves not the life he has been sentenced to. I can't stand to be apart from you both. Someday I shall return to you, and I pray that he has not corrupted her to know his sins. I swear that on a joyous day, with all the strength I can muster, I will fight for her child's freedom. Let us pray her fable has a happy ending. Tina has no theory for what more cryptic parts of this meaning. I don't know. Like, I understand what that's saying. That there is someone here that's connected as a descendant. Christensen Steel. I mean, these are the only things I have left, and I gotta start filling things in, because it's not... I mean, we got all these people. We know all those. Who the fuck are these girls is my question. Donor list. The company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went on set at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust. Until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. Debbie. Okay, Ernest is with someone named Debbie. Deborah Bean. Deborah Bean. All right, let's look. Debbie Bean. Is this her? I guess she could be an adult. She has a chest, I guess, and painted nails, which is the sign of an adult in this art style, I suppose. You really don't have a lot to work with here. I mean, the times are dire, my friends, trying to figure out how the heck we fit this in. Is this Ernie Jr.? My God, chat. Things are bad right now. Things are rough. I mean, we are struggling, chat. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? What is your name? I don't know your name. Jack Roottree? Jack Roottree. Business Watch mentioned them a few times, mostly around the time of World War II. It appears they went all in on the war effort, were even commended by the Vice President of the United States to visit the factory in person. An article from about 4 years after the war ended said that the expansions and modifications they made to the factory were no longer sustainable during peacetime and the company was being sold. Nothing stands out as particularly relevant to your search. I want to say something, but IDK, if it will help, you're allowed to say things. Feel free to say stuff. My God. And who the fuck is this kid? Who is this fucking kid? Who the fuck is this kid? Guys, I'm losing it. I'm going bananas right now. I literally cannot place a single one of these people. And like, I don't want to get to the point that I got to in Obra Dinn where like, in the most uncomfortable way, racial profiling was like the way to finish the game. It was like recognizing names that were ethnically loaded so that you could associate them with people. Cursive signatures. What I have, not what I want. I mean, I have been thinking about what I have and not what I want. Look at this one again, because I wanna see what I have here. Who the fuck are you? Who are you two? Is this Sam? Like, who the fuck is this person? Or is this Sam? Yeah, you have the time factor as well. Why didn't these two lock in? That's the other weird thing. Do I just have their professions wrong? Maybe they're college students now? I don't know. They seem like they're the youngest, actually. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I got Ernie Jr. and Madness. Oh, I got a bunch of these ones correct. Okay. That was good. That got a whole lot of things right out of there. I didn't even take that picture of her. Oops. So those ones didn't lock in. And that also means the other ones that I thought were there didn't lock in. Let's look right here. Harrison Lane. Angelica is older than Zach. Okay, so this is where we get that. Yeah, this is Gwyneth. Okay. Gwyneth had been pushing for Sam to be included. Let's just take this one out for now. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time, Lauren writes. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two. But I was told trim the branches from the family tree, so why is Sam special? Nothing adds up and I'm not the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. So this is Uncle Junior, and he was married to someone named Patsy. But it wasn't Patricia Christensen. I mean, as far as what I know about the next gens, I'm like, this is really the thing I'm trying to track down is like, what the heck did this guy do? What did this guy do? Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands EC and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. So we know this is Eli because he looks like him. Apparently when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make that bike's engine faster. None of us think that's proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup. Why is Granddad making an exception now? Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, he's far too young. Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers. Okay, so who wants to be a musician, an artist, and a dancer here? Artist. I don't know. Ooh. I mean, I feel like it has to be this woman, right? But it's not Gwen. We do know that this is a man, though. So this must be a woman for that time. So yeah, there we go. That must be correct. Who the fuck is Eloise? When in doubt, housewife, I suppose. Oh, president first, president second. There we go. Excellent. Okay. I got those three. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it, and the three of us were all about the same age. Miracle, Angie, and Lauren. So this has to be Sam. It's either this person or this person is Sam. Either that or this is Eli. And I didn't understand. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is Sam. I'm gonna put her as a secretary, because why the heck not? I have no idea. I have truly no idea. I'm gonna put her as an artist because she's wearing a beret, and she can be a dancer because she's wearing a dress. Sure. I am curious why this didn't lock this for her. Because I think that's gotta be her. Unless it's not. Unless, who the heck is that, you know? I guess they look kind of similar, but at the same time, maybe they don't. Yeah, I'm probably missing some sources of information. That much is understood. I should probably just look up that biography of what's his name. Bess Williams. Oh, not periodicals. Let's see. I think this was in my history, actually. Family Man, Roottree Legacy. Damn. Watchmen 36. Compliment for only 5 pieces. Notes from the article. How I missed that somehow is wild. There we go. Elias from the Roottrees family. During the period before 5 pieces, the company is barely profitable. Elias is a daughter, the first of 5 children. 4 more follow, leading to he invents 5 pieces. Each of the 5 flavors chosen the initials of his 5 children, 1 flavor per child. That was... This is not helpful. New recipe. Roottrees Company purchases every available maple farm in Pennsylvania in preparation for their global rollout. With the help of his son Elias, Roottrees Jr.'s architecture firm, a new industrialized factory is built in the warehouse built in Butler County. There's also what's next section that claims Elias is going to pivot to ensuring his company's legacy. Damn. Okay. Infallible legal aspects of it were designed Clancy Edward Roottree to secure the future of his father's most famous name. I've already gotten all that stuff. Okay. This does allow me to do this. And now I can do this. Those are there. Who's Chris Rafferty, though? That's the question, is how do we actually get to those? I guess this would be college student at this point, wouldn't it? We'll hold on to that for now. Construction, that's for sure. Dancer, director, doctor, hairdresser, news anchor, nurse, secretary. Who could fucking say? Very pregnant. We're not going to find anything this way, I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Few art websites without much detail. So Caroline Morden is an artist. For sure. We don't know which one is Caroline, though. That's the problem. Hudson Guy is going to be the third president. I think. Ugh. Bonnie Morden. Fancy flavors. We'll search that. Kai Hudson's first. Caviar. I'm not sure how I'm skipping over something that can help me. Like, if it's something obvious I'm missing, you can just say, hey, why don't you pay closer attention to this? What was the name of her? What was her name? Morden. Caroline Morden. Caroline is listed on a few art websites without much detail associated with a movement called P-Flag. Yeah, P-Flag. Parents and friends of lesbians and gays. Yeah. Stephanie Jones. Brian Jones. Which means her last name. This last name was Landon. Mark Landon. This is Brian Jones. Election results debate. Stephanie Jones, candidate for city council, won her campaign on election day. No mention of the Roottrees in the articles. Stephanie also has a very bare bones website for her campaign. It's simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and underneath it says, be sure to read the full article on the Butler County Times. There we go. New periodical. Butler County Times. Stephanie Jones. Most recent mention of Stephanie Jones' small report detailing the election results from last month's election. You also find a full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. Stephanie Jones, born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones, has lived in Butler County her whole life. Stephanie grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Yes, I knew that much. I put that together before. I had an entirely female influence. Though she is a distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother, Caroline, a local artist, who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past. Okay, there we go. Came out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand on the maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay, finally. Caroline Morden. There we go. The Atlantis statue. This will help seal the deal. Yep, she's the one I thought. Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis Burden. The sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and Beauty of Women. Caroline Morden, Art and Beauty of Women. Self-Portrait. Art and the Beauty of Women. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Yes. So her partner's name is Eloise. That much is certain. Let's fucking go. I knew I would get these and lock them in soon. Excellent work. Oh, I finally got that one locked in. All right, we figured out who the hell that kid was. And this makes her Gwendolyn Morden, I guess. is my guess. I don't know what this is. We're gonna just put her as unknown occupation. She's Patricia Jones up there. Though this one didn't lock in, which is curious to me. Mostly black and white pictures of Caroline's art, the centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Wilson! Jesus Christ. Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, this one apparently found a way to game the search results as he pops to the top every time. His website claims that he is the pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. There's a picture of him on his website, as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that, although credited to his child Jason, you might suspect not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Okay. My dad is the best dad in the entire world. 1996. Okay. Stephen Wilson. Jason Wilson. Student, K-12. We're gonna definitely search pediatrician to the stars. Looks like Brad Pitt. Dr. Stephen Wilson. Okay. Gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. Okay. Housewife. Housewife. Hate that there are so many housewives here. Come on. Didn't Barbie teach you anything? Let's go. Stephen Wilson.
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation, but I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake, so I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers, but not the candy company lawyers. My publisher's lawyers. I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees. Especially Elias and the 5 Pieces. The truth often isn't. But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure, there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in. Also, there are fewer Roottrees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination. It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out. I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay. We've gotten closer and closer to the truth. But how does Riot Girl factor into all of this? That's the question I need to know. All right. Oh, we got these two. Good. Who is Gwyneth Madsen is the question. Tell me more about you, lady. Give me everything you know.